Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for today's video, I'm gonna share a few things that I do prefer to spend money on and that I like to spend my money on. A few weeks ago, I posted this video talking about the things I don't spend money on, the things I don't buy. There are a number of things that I could add to that list of stuff I don't spend money on, but on the other side of that, there are things I don't mind paying for. And in that video, I did call out that I may list these things and those could be things that you spend money on, but that's because everybody's different. Personal finance is personal. Just because I prefer not to spend money on something, it doesn't mean that you don't prefer to. And then same thing goes with everything I'm about to list in this video. You might be like, hey, you're crazy for spending money on that, but I am willing and happy to spend money on these things. First thing, a really big thing in my life would be books, physical copies of books. Over the last few years, each year I've spent probably hundreds on physical books. These aren't personal development books, these aren't business books. These are fiction books that I just enjoy reading. And people will often say to me or comment like, hey, you should try going to your library and checking out books there. I am very aware that libraries exist. I have a library card. I know that they're available to me, but I like physical copies of books and I also like to purchase them for a number of reasons. So one, like I said, I just like to have the physical copy of books and I know that I could go to the library and just borrow them, but 9 times out of 10, the book that I want is not available and it's not available for months. The second thing, I really just like having a physical collection of books. It makes me very happy, even just receiving them, looking at them, knowing that they're there. I just will sometimes admire my bookshelf. It makes me happy, so that is fine with me. And then the third thing is that I really like to support authors. I think it's incredible that people can write 500 pages of words, 400 pages, whatever it is, and it takes me to a different world. Not every book is 5 stars, but even if it's just a mediocre book or just something that took my mind away, that is incredible, and I want to support these authors. I know it's not something that everybody will understand, but books have truly changed my life, and I really, really appreciate the contents of them, how they make me feel, just diving into a new book and getting into that world. I really enjoy that whole process. So to me, it is very worth it to purchase physical books, and then sometimes I'll sell them or give them away, but ultimately I just want to grow my collection because I love them so much. Next thing would be gym clothes. That's another area where every year, probably every year for the last decade, I have spent hundreds on gym clothes, aside from my no spend or low spend years. I am somebody who has a lot of passions, and one of those passions for me is the gym. Weightlifting. It makes me happy, it makes me feel good, it makes me look good. I love the gym. I go almost every single day. It's like 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes more than that, just because it's where I go to obviously take care of my health. That is very important to me, but also just it makes me feel really strong, really confident, and mentally healthy. And obviously you don't need dozens of pairs of leggings or shorts and workout tops. Like, you could just wear the same thing week over week, and I understand that, but I really like to invest in my gym clothes because I feel like when I feel good in what I'm wearing at the gym, I perform better, and it makes me more excited to go to the gym, because there are times I absolutely love working out, but there are many times where I'm not excited to go to the gym, but then I put on a cute outfit, things are coordinated nicely. Same with sneakers. I would say I buy more sneakers than other people would. Like, I buy more sneakers than I need to, I would say. But I put everything together and I'm like, okay, I'm excited for this, I feel good, and then I have a really bomb workout. And since I'm wearing those clothes and using the clothes and shoes so frequently, I feel like the cost per use really outweighs it. Like, I'm gonna be wearing them dozens of times over the next few years, and at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I may have spent $50, $40 on a pair of workout shorts, but I'm gonna wear it probably every week or every other week for the next 3 years. So to me, it's another thing that is absolutely worth it. Third thing going along with that is a gym membership. I know that some people are like, I can go run outside for free or just go for walks and that sort of thing. But since I love weightlifting specifically, I do happily pay for a gym membership. And it's nothing crazy. I just go to an LA Fitness. It's $39.99 per month. But I know for some people that's like, hey, you could just go to Planet Fitness or whatever. But I do prefer prefer a place that has a better environment and also squat racks, heavier weights, that sort of thing. And same thing with cost per use. I go to the gym 5-6 days a week, so I am getting a lot of value out of my membership. Next would be massages. I actually have a monthly membership to get a 90-minute massage every month. In the past, I used to have that membership, but it was a 2-hour monthly massage, which if you've never had a 2-hour massage, I highly recommend it. But at this point, I actually really like the 90-minute. It's like a good balance. And I found a guy, I've been going to the same guy for probably 3 years now. He is amazing. He charges $80 for a monthly membership, and that's a 90-minute massage. I do tip on top of that, so each month it costs me about $105. But at this point, it's basically become a non-negotiable. In the past, when I was working my full-time job and I moved further away from him, because I do have to drive to him, he's like 35 minutes away with traffic. I had the membership when I lived out there, and then I had to just cancel it and get a massage from him every 2 months or so because of the drive and because I was working. But now that I am self-employed and I have more time flexibility, I am happy to drive over there. It's typically always on a Friday, so like ending my week, ending my month, and I just love that time. It's not only good for my body, but it also helps me to relax, and I just appreciate it so much. Plus, I'm supporting a small business, which I really appreciate. I don't like to go to big massage parlors like Massage Envy or anything like that. They charge a lot more, and then I find that the massage therapists are not as good. I haven't been to a Massage Envy in years. I've always gone to smaller shops, and then I finally found somebody who I want to stick with for as long as possible. Continuing with the health trend here, I also spend more to buy organic produce. Now, typically I'm only buying organic produce if it doesn't have a covering, so anything on the Dirty Dozen list, basically. And if you're not familiar with the Dirty Dozen list, it's basically a dozen fruits and vegetables that you should be buying organic, because here in the States, they are putting tons of pesticides on those. Like there's just a lot of poor practice around foods in America, unfortunately. And honestly, at this point, I feel like even buying organic isn't enough. Like the organic produce here in the United States is probably ruined because of like leaching in soil and just pollution in the environment in general. But I try to do my best to reduce my exposure to pesticides and all of those other things. So anything without a covering on it, I try to buy organic, and I prefer to buy organic. So if it's asparagus or zucchini, spinach, lettuce, I prefer to buy the organic options with that. But if it's like bananas, oranges, limes, anything with a coating that I can peel off of it and, you know, not be exposed to as many pesticides, I'll just buy the regular version. Even better would be like growing your own produce, obviously, and I did start that this year. I did my first garden. This is the first time I've actually had like a backyard of my own, but our backyard is really tiny, so there's only so much I can grow. It's also not that easy to grow vegetables and fruits just in your backyard, like without the proper soil and stuff. So there's only so much I can do, but for this year, really all I had was some tomatoes. Okay, and we're still continuing with the health theme here. I also purchase vitamins. I know that some people think vitamins are a waste of money and they're like full of fillers and stuff, but because one, I am vegan, so I know that I'm missing a lot of vitamins and supplements by not eating animal products, and that's fine with me. I try my best to get my vitamins and supplements from the food that I eat by eating whole foods, clean foods, but I know that there's a number of things that I do just have to supplement with. So vitamin D3, that's something I've always been deficient in the past, but now that I take the supplement, I'm all good. Same with B vitamins, I take those. I take a number like vitamin C, K2, so on and so forth. There's probably like 8 that I take on a daily basis. I've actually narrowed down the number of vitamins that I take to what I feel like works best for me. Going along, I said I was vegan, but I also have Crohn's disease, which is an autoimmune disease, and this is something I was diagnosed with in the last few years. So ever since that, I was like, okay, there's some other supplements I need to add into there. With Crohn's disease, I also tend to get joint pain, so I added in a supplement for that to help with those issues. Also with Crohn's disease, there's a lot of gut issues. So at this point I am in remission and I probably could stop a lot of the vitamins, but I want to maintain my health. I do have to take medication to keep things in control. But because of that, I take vitamins and supplements that help to, you know, like line my gut and just keep my immune system up, because I am immunocompromised because of the medication I take. And I know at the end of the day, like, this is kind of pointless because I'm really just talking about things I do spend money on. The medication that I'm taking is not the best thing for me. You know, it's one of those that you watch on TV, you see the commercial for it, and it's like, could result in cancer and this and this, and it sucks, but like that's literally what gave me my life back. So I know that me injecting myself every 2 weeks with this medication is necessary, but it's not the best thing for my body. So I try my best to keep myself healthy in other ways by all these things that I do. So the massage helps to lower my stress, the exercising keeps my physical and mental health in check, and then vitamins and supplements. Buying organic food just supports everything together. And then the final thing that I would add to this list that I spend my money on a more regular basis would be more expensive beauty products as well as hygiene products. So for example, I pay for custom hair care. I get a custom shampoo and a custom conditioner. Yes, I could just go and buy like Suave or whatever is out there for shampoo and conditioner, and it would just be like a couple dollars, a few dollars per bottle, but I prefer to spend like, I think it's about $30 per bottle, like $60 altogether. But it's something for me that's been well worth it. Ever since I made the switch to custom hair care with Pros is what I use. Not sponsored, but I think I have an affiliate link, so I can link that down below. But I've been using it for years. I'm a paying customer. I love it. It makes my hair really healthy. Ever since I started using that, it completely changed how like my ends looked because I have really long hair, and it's been absolutely worth it. The other thing is I don't wash my hair too frequently. It's like once or twice a week, so I don't go through I don't have to buy it every month. It's like me spending that amount of money every 3 months or so, maybe every 4 months. Same with my skincare, my deodorant, everything I try to purchase as vegan and cruelty-free, first of all, but also I just prefer things that are a little bit simpler, and sometimes they're more expensive. And the same goes for household products. So I'm not gonna be buying like Arm & Hammer detergent. I purchase Earth Breeze. Those are detergent sheets, and I just prefer to be more eco-friendly. I try my best to be eco-friendly where I can and where it's still somewhat affordable, and I feel like those Earth Breeze detergent sheets are pretty affordable. And then when it comes to cleaning supplies, same thing. I try to buy products that are cruelty-free or vegan, just more eco-friendly. So this is gonna be like Mrs. Meyer's, that sort of thing. But as far as those purchases go, it's usually every few months. It's not like I'm buying it on a monthly basis, so it doesn't feel like, you know, when I spend $60 on my shampoo and conditioner, it doesn't feel that bad because it's spread out throughout, you know, a couple of times in the year. So yeah, those are the main things that come to mind that I spend money on, or spend more money on, that other people may choose to buy the cheaper version of, which is absolutely okay. I would love to hear if you agree with me or disagree with me. So do you spend money on these things, or do you opt for the lower cost option? Because I think that would be really interesting to see. If you missed my video on the things that I do not spend my money on, that will be linked down below in the description. But yeah, feel free to comment what you choose to spend your money on, where you prefer to prioritize your spending. There is no wrong or right answer. Everybody's different. You can spend your money how you choose to. As long as you're being responsible with everything and you can afford these things, then I think it's absolutely okay to put your money where you want to. But thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.